All right. I am all messed up right now. I love it. Alrighty. Oh, good down. All right. Welcome into the Mon Green's Gamers Lounge. I'm all getting beat up by a 2-year-old right now. I'm all backwards. If you saw the intro, I actually cut off and went back into the 30-second cut down, and she has me all discombobulated, just so you know here. So welcome into Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge, a gaming podcast, and I sit here and talk about fun things that's going on in the gaming industry. We're live here on Twitch as well, so that's on Ahman Green TV. Check it out. Follow me, please, and then we talk about things going around in the video game world. You know, a lot of big things are moving in the last few weeks. Companies are buying companies in the gaming world, so that's going to be another topic to talk about here. And then we got my good friends here over at Edge Gamers Lounge. You got Sean and Aaron. What's up, fellas? How you doing?
Hey,
doing good.
Doing pretty good.
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah, we're doing good. So we, come into the podcast in our check-in from last week's show. So as you see, I'm been invaded by a 2-year-old, and she is dominating right now. Every day has been interesting, to say the least. But it's getting me back. I've raised 5 kids, but it's just like, like I mentioned when we're talking offline here, it's like you haven't played Pac-Man in a while, and you start that first couple rounds, and you're trying to get the pattern going, and you're like, okay, all right, first try, just missed it by 1, and second try, all right, here we go. Then now third try, all right, got it. I'm back in the groove of this kid thing here. So I got it doing. So yeah, I just gotta obviously pay attention to her language, because little kids. And Aaron, you're talking. You got a young child right now.
Yep.
She's
not quite talking yet, but she's
right.
getting there.
She's getting there. Exactly. So at 2, so at my granddaughter's at 2, and in between 2 and 3, they have the baby accent. When they talking, they're saying words. She's like, "Baby, what are you saying? So I can help you out." And she's just repeating it. And I'm sitting there like, "Oh my God, what is?" I could almost decipher what she's saying, because she says French fry. She goes skiff fry. Like, I'm like, "Oh baby, what?" So I didn't know. It took me about 10 minutes to figure out. You're saying French fry? Yes. Okay, French fries. We're going to McDonald's. Here we go. Boom.
Nice.
There we go.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'd rather be on the stock market trading, buying, selling out in New York right now than trying to decipher what a 2-year-old says.
Yeah, I'm trying to
decipher in the market.
It's been so long for my kids. I just don't know if it's trying to think of something that they had to translate, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
right.
It's been a while.
Yeah, if you do, just bring it up later. But I'm welcome. So my buddy, co-host John Arias is not here. He unfortunately went to visit in-laws out in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And
unfortunately, went to visit them.
Well, my bad. See, I'm all messed up. Right? I'm all messed up, man. I told you.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
I'm sleep deprived.
Supposed to be a good joke coming on.
No, it is.
Yeah,
it's
unfortunate for you.
So
what happened?
He went to visit his in-law. As he was coming back, unfortunately, there you go.
There we go.
His engine went out.
Oh,
so
man.
He had to find out on the road that he has to replace his put a new engine in his vehicle.
Oh, that's not fun.
And obviously nobody plans for that.
No,
an engine going out on a road trip. That's about I've ridden that. I don't know if y'all drove for the Minneapolis, but it's about a 5-hour drive from
about 5, yeah.
From I say they're from even Madison, from Green Bay is about 6 hours. So so that's an unfortunate for him, but hopefully he'll be back next week, so he's still there, getting everything worked out.
It's definitely crazy. I had something like that similar happen in Indiana on a work trip, but so I know what he's going through.
Oof.
Yeah. So that was his week, and then my week obviously dealing with my beautiful granddaughter there, having fun, going back to changing diapers and chopping up hot dogs and chicken nuggets, in little small pieces.
Classic.
Being the conscious grandfather, not to make sure my child doesn't choke on food, things of that nature. And one thing, another hack. So here's a hack for you young parents or you soon to be parents out there. When you make dinner, just eat what the baby eats, so you don't have to double down.
100%. 100%.
So if the baby wants mac and cheese, eat mac and cheese with her.
Yep.
So then everybody's fed.
That's right.
There you go. Everybody's fed.
Ironic, you start talking about food and the dog shows up.
Right.
You said what?
That's Ace.
You said what? Mac and cheese tonight?
Ace and Apollo back there. Now I'm going to officially bring in my guys here. So we got Sean Bowers, Aaron Gaskins. They are a couple of the guys that run Edge Gamers Lounge here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And this, guys, you are part of my series called People Who Love Video Games.
Oh, we love them.
So you love them, but it's I hear the hint of sarcasm in the voice there.
I would say it's more than love. I don't know. It's an unhealthy relationship.
Yeah,
I think it's a little toxic. It takes way too much of my time.
I was gonna say I could have had almost 2 PhDs.
Yeah,
right.
If I just use my time
wisely. So welcome in Sean Bowers and Aaron Gaskin. Guys, welcome into the podcast. How you guys doing, man?
Great to be here.
We're good. We are good. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning.
All right.
It's kind of cold today.
It's a little chilly. It was nice yesterday.
It was t-shirt weather yesterday.
It was 40 degrees. That's like 80 for us.
I know. I did not wear a jacket. I was I was warm in my car on the way over. I'm like, all right, I'm taking this jacket off. Nah.
I was in shorts and a t-shirt, walking back and forth, taking the garbage out, stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God. And my granddaughter, she they live, with her mom down in Texas. So cold, of course, for her, she's like, cold? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's cold for you, baby girl. It's cold. So something I get. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no problem. I'm jumping the gun here a little bit. I was just going to tell a little story about how we met and how things got started here.
Oh yeah, go right ahead.
Well, actually, well, if you remember, we were shooting because we also have a video production company here. Yeah. We were helping our friend Ace shoot his cooking show, and we were using Ahman's house as one of the sets at the time before we built his set. And we started talking to Ahman afterwards, and he's like, yeah, we had no idea at this time, like Tony and I, who's my other business partner. I'm not here at the moment. You invite us down to your basement to check out your gaming basement and stuff like that. And it's like, because Tony and I are big gamers too. And we were just like, oh man, this is awesome. So yeah, we had that connection right there with, a fellow gamer. I just had no idea that you were into gaming so much. And we were just at that time starting to work on, I think it was about a year. Then we did our virtual reality arcade. And that's been going for about 4 years. And then you've come and, tried things out there with virtual reality. And then we started to transition about a year and a half ago into what you see behind us, which is our esports lounge. Yep. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of the history that we have with mine. Just I was really surprised that you were such a gamer. It was pretty awesome.
Yep. And I gave you all that little hint because I had traveled around the esports world, and I said, I'm seeing places where people are going into this direction where they're bringing in gaming PCs into lounge, into an arcade or a lounge. At the time, the name wasn't really prevalent, but I'll say it's an esports arcade now. You call that, or gamers lounge?
We don't really have it. It's a gaming lounge. It's a PC
gamers
cafe.
Lounge.
Exactly.
Like to be perfectly frank, we chose lounge because it's easier for the average person, I think, to kind of understand what you're getting into.
Just like with VR arcade, it's not really a traditional type of arcade, but people know what an arcade is. They have a general idea.
Anywhere else in the world, though, like in Asia, they call them bangs. I don't know why they call them that, but they're called PC bangs. Yep.
PC bangs.
Yeah.
I know in Korea, it was
just call it a PC cafe.
Yes, I was going to say that.
In America, that's most likely what
a PC cafe.
What it is.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And we do have food, so technically it's a cafe.
There you go. You're serving edible items.
Yeah. So not edibles yet.
Right. Okay. Well, not. I can't. Yeah. I got it. No. I just I gotta define that word now.
Oh, obviously, exactly.
Being in the state of Wisconsin and all the United States now, I can't just say edible without referring to food, which I was referring to food, but obviously for obvious reasons, we know.
I'm just taking it to the dark side like usual.
I know it's always good though, but also one more thing. So between coming into my basement that day, and we were down there for a minute, we were probably got an hour. something to add on to that story. But then also, this was basically one of the original birthplaces of the Gamers Lounge, because myself, Nixie, her boyfriend Jake goes by Beef Angus. That's his gamer tag. He's a Rocket Leaguer. We actually was in your studio. So if you're looking at the screen to Sean's, I say my left, back behind him, that's where their studio is at. And so we started the early, like the first generation of the Gamers Lounge then.
Yeah.
What was it?
We were trying.
What was the name? What was the name?
Oh yeah. It was man.
I forgot the name.
Yeah, you're asking the wrong guy. My memory's so bad when it comes to that stuff. But it was when we were starting out the esports network, and we had your show as the first one with you and Nick.
That's right.
TFN.
TGFN. That's what it was.
Yep. And, I don't remember what the acronym stood for though.
It was True Gaming Fan Network. True Gaming Fans Network. So that's where we started, and we started to do this. And remember, we actually had we did traditional sports along with all the esports stuff, updates and game releases. I don't know, were we doing movies then or TV
series?
It
was a fun show. You had a pretty good variety of stuff like that in the games, which when we talked a little bit before, we'll do a little after that you've replicated and brought back here.
Exactly. So since then, obviously I've grown a little bit, did some business with iHeart for about a year and a half, and we then separated and went our separate ways, which was a cordial thing. And now I was like, you know what, I'm gonna still do this. And I asked John, who's my co-host, and actually was Ben Yant, who's also part of our trio. And then behind the scenes, we have a wonderful young lady that I went to college with, Raina. She goes by Notorious Afro. She does the graphics and everything, and then I do the studio. And I asked them, I said, once we left iHeart, I said, do y'all still want to do this? I was like, because I think I'm going to do it, because I'm going to still stream, playing my games, Halo, Madden, any RPG out there. And they was like, you know what, Ahman? Yeah, it's fun. I have time in my day. As long as I have time in my day, I'll do it. That's what both John and Raina said, and Ben too at the time. And I was like, cool, we're going to keep this ball rolling. And we did. Awesome. So from the Twitch chat, we had Sean Hannity says, mac and cheese is the bomb, referring back to the conversation of the life hack of having kids. When you fix something for the kids.
Man, I haven't had mac and cheese for a long time.
Hey, my wife, she makes some mean mac and cheese. So one day,
make it from scratch or
scratch? No, it's homemade.
Yeah,
not out the box. It's from scratch. So all right, so get into some of the fun questions. So you kind of brought in some questions, which was great storyline about how we met and how you guys got the Gamers Lounge started a few years ago. But one question that I asked, and I'm gonna put it here on the screen, every guest on the show is, what is your gaming origin? So we have two of you talking. Yeah. So I know this is going to be interesting, because I know Aaron's games, but let's start with you, Sean. It's going
to be a different story, because
my origin story is a lot different than what you think too.
Right.
Ahman.
So here it goes on the gaming origin story. So who got you gaming? How old were you, and what was the game?
Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I believe it was a cousin of mine, and I don't remember exactly how old I was. I must have been like around 7 or 8. Then it was on the Atari 2600.
Nice.
It was a racing game. I don't know what the name of it was. If I saw some footage, it might have been Pole Position, possibly.
Pole Position, yeah.
Yeah, and once I had that, I mean, there was arcades at the time and stuff like that. Always interested in that. I was always interested in electronics.
Right.
And so after that, when I was a Cub Scout, my dad challenged me, and I sold the most Pearson nut rolls in our district in St. Paul. And so that's a big district. So I really was busting ass on selling candy bars for the Cub Scouts. I won a $100 savings bond from that and everything from the scout. And then my dad promised me that he'd get me a Nintendo if I did that. So
nice.
So then I got the original NES, of course, Duck Hunt, Super Mario Brothers. One of the one that I remember that I loved from that was Blaster Master.
Yes,
really loved Blaster Master. Yeah, and Contra, of course.
Up, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
Oh yeah, yes.
50 men.
And what's that?
I said 50 men.
And then from there, as I got older, then I switched into let's see, my parents got divorced, moved away, and then I remember back in the day, and you could rent consoles and games from Blockbuster. I didn't know if I wanted a Genesis or Super Nintendo, so I rented both. and I rented Mortal Kombat and Jurassic Park for each one.
Wow.
And so I based it off of that, and I chose Genesis because those two games were Genesis because the blood code you were able to unlock, and then Jurassic Park was just I liked the platformer of that rather than the SNES. It was still fun. So I became a Sega fanboy at that point, and ended at the Dreamcast. Loved the Dreamcast, favorite console. So it's kind of
I still have mine in the back and it works.
Oh yeah.
I gotta check it out.
Nice.
I don't know if it could be able to go streaming because I know they gotta have certain chips in it to go streaming online. If I can,
yeah, I have a broadcast. I have a broadband adapter for mine. I started getting into retro collecting, so I've got quite the retro collection at home.
Nice.
But yeah, Dreamcast. I have a full library of that. I even have an unprinted disc from Propeller Arena that wasn't released, got canceled. So yeah.
Ooh. And did you have Power Stone? Did you have Power Stone?
Oh yeah, I've got I used to bring the Dreamcast to sleepovers all the time. We do Power Stone 2, Unreal Tournament, and NBA 2K and NFL 2K. Yeah, it was awesome stuff.
Little factoid about the NFL 2K that came out. I was the motion capture body for the running back, wide receiver, linebacker.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that. Yeah,
and DB for the NFL 2K on Dreamcast.
Okay, so totally. I have a copy. I'll have to get you to autograph it just because of that connection, dude.
Next time I'm in, next time I'm in the facility, I'll definitely bring it in. I'll get that signed.
That's right. I totally forgot about that. I remember you telling me about that. That's so awesome.
That's awesome.
Yep. All right. So awesomeness, Sean. all on all levels. I'm trying to think something you mentioned. I was the first on my block with Nintendo 2.
Yeah.
So when I got that, it was around this. Oh my God! I was like, invite. All right, you could come in.
Did you see that retro Christmas? So is that you? Like you, the guy?
No. I was nice.
Okay, you were nice. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I let everybody come in. I wasn't being. I said everybody. I said, come on. My mom was like, hold up, is this the whole neighborhood? I was like, yeah, Mom.
I gotta feed these kids.
She was like, oh my God. She said, don't break nothing. Don't y'all break nothing in my son's house or room or in this house, or y'all gonna get your butts whipped. That's when parents could whip other kids back in the day. So Aaron, what is your origin story?
All right.
What was the game and how old were you? What's
sure.
Up,
so I was born in '94, so I'm a little younger than my current friends here.
Right.
So the oldest game I remember playing on a console would have been GoldenEye on the 64.
Yes.
Me and my brothers played the crap out of that game. We loved that game. And then I remember playing a lot of Star Fox. That was good. Super Smash Bros. Classic. I mean, whatever. And then we never had a PlayStation or an Xbox ever. I've never owned one in any capacity. We went from Nintendo 64 to a GameCube. And on there, the two big games that I remember playing all the time was Custom Robo, which was a game that was way ahead of time.
Custom Robo.
Honestly, one of the first esports that was like on a console. Yep. And then I played a lot of Freedom Fighters, which was also a game that I could not believe. Looking back, it's crazy that it was that advanced for what it is.
Right.
So those two games were like big, but that makes up maybe 5% or maybe 10% of my entire gaming time. I've been a PC gamer my entire life. Like I said, I've never even purchased a console, not once in my whole life.
When my dad got a PC in '96. That's when I started getting.
Yeah, I've actually.
It's okay.
So I've never purchased a console. I didn't purchase a console until 2019.
Oh, nice.
Where my wife bought it because she wanted to play Uncharted.
I was about to ask, why did you buy it?
My wife bought it. She wanted it because she wanted to play Uncharted.
Well, she could go see the movie now.
Yeah, we're not watching that movie.
Is that Mark Wahlberg, Tom Holland?
Yeah,
they're not on that. Not on your movie level.
I think I'll pass. That movie looks like a complete cash in. We'll see.
I like that. That's great.
We'll see.
You gotta give it a shot, Aaron.
You gotta give
it a shot. I just ain't paying a movie ticket for it. Anyways, sure. All right. Anyways, so the reality is my first gaming. What I consider my real breakthrough moment was Age of Empires when I was 11 years old.
Right.
And I've always loved like management and grand strategy.
Command and Conquer for me in RTS.
Yeah. See, I never played CNC.
No.
I never played Command and
I did
Conquer.
Me neither. I've seen it a lot of advertisement,
Right.
honestly, in PC magazines, PCWorld.com.
Oh, of
yes,
course,
but
of
I
course.
never touched it because I knew it's a big epic grind. when you
Right.
play that
And
game.
I much prefer I liked the medieval bow versus sword shield versus cavalry triangle. I enjoyed that. I didn't have to learn it, you know, it was just it made sense. Guy on horse beats guy with bow, you know, it kind of makes sense, right? So I played Age of Empires. I would stay up, you know, I'd sneak up after night at my dad's house. And I would play that till 5 a.m. in the morning, sleep for 2 hours, then wake up. Oh, yeah, I slept the whole night. Time to play more. Oh, man, dude.
That's funny. Like, I don't play RTSs anymore, but that was an RTS was the first game I stayed up all night to play.
Yeah.
Dune for the Gen 2.
And so I played Age of Empires. Age of Empires 2 came out, and I lost my mind. I played that so much. I remember my parents had an old Dell, like a single core, old Pentium, like just monster of this thing.
Right.
It could barely run Age of Empires 2 at the time.
Right.
But I love that game. I would play the campaigns and the single player for days. And then to wrap it up, Age of Empires 3 came out, I want to say in 2010, 2009, 2011, somewhere around there. And that was the last game I bought in a box set. You know, like, you know how you can buy, you can buy your game.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I remember grabbing this and
I have a
opening
great
it up.
story about that, about a little piracy with that.
I just remember like opening the box up, seeing the units on there, the screenshots of the game. And I just like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, there is no way this game is going to look this good. My mom, now we used to only get like 2 hours of PC a day on the weekends, you know? So
yeah, that's how my mom and dad, they locked it down.
And looking back, it was good. It was good, you know?
Yeah,
you really got excited to play when you could play.
Exactly.
And I remember my mom said, you can play as much as you want this weekend. And I took her up on that one, man. Holy crap. I think I played 20 hours in like 2 days.
Easy.
And I remember so clearly grabbing this box set, running up to my mom because she bought it for me.
Right.
And I was like, I'm just starting to unlock its secrets. I'm so excited. Holy crap. It's so different. And anyone who played Age of Empires 3, and if you ever see screenshots, this game still looks good, even in 2022 standards. So the computer that we had at the house could only run that thing on low. But it was incredible.
Right.
Like the water was moving.
Oh, sure.
And I was losing my mind at the buildings. The buildings didn't just disappear; they crumbled to the ground. And I'm like, "This is the."
So you're impressed. You were impressed by the graphics.
You'd like there's a YouTube series by Ars Technica that called War Stories, where they do the behind the scenes. They have an Age of Empires one. That
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, you got to check it out.
Yeah, and then of course, Age of Empires 4 just released 5 months ago. I've been enjoying that one a lot. It's not the same leap as 2 was to 3 or 1 was to 2, you know?
Right.
Super enjoyable though, the nostalgia of it. The game is actually great. Microsoft has sponsored $100,000 tournament for that game.
For Age of Empires or
Oh yeah.
Woo-wee.
Oh, that's not even the biggest one they've been doing.
What?
Microsoft has
Dang.
been really hitting the game with a lot of prize money recently.
Got it. That's awesome.
But yeah, that's kind of my story right there.
That's awesome.
I was reminded of one. I just wanted to just do this one because it's fun. So I played Halo on PC as well. So I was mainly PC after the Dreamcast.
Right.
Like doing even before that, I was playing Demolition Derby on Microsoft DOS. And then even before that, I forget the PC, but it was Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers on floppy disk.
I watched that TV series religiously, by the way.
Yeah, it was a great series. And then
great series.
So my story, man, I don't remember how old I was, but I just I found these old tapes, cassette tapes that my dad had audio, and it was this memory mastery program thing. So I started listening to those, and so I tested it, and I went to a used game shop that still had the big boxes for PCs.
Mm-hmm.
So to get Halo, I opened it and I looked at the key. You had to have the key. I memorized the key.
Be nice.
You memorized the key?
Yeah, I memorized the key by creating a story out of each letter and number. I memorized it, went home, and I was able to type it in. I remembered it correctly, and so I basically stole the game.
You're a little hack. That's what you were, a little hack, little hacker.
So that's the only time I did that, though. I felt a little guilty about it after I actually successfully did it. It was kind of a challenge to see if I could do it. But
put the box down now.
But now my memory is really crap. So
well, you got a lot on your plate. You are running a business full
with
time.
ADD too, it doesn't help.
Hey, and between what I got to do and this 2-year-old now,
you understand? Yeah, exactly.
God. I'm complete, and then coaching esports at the same time. So check my night out. The last 2 nights. Monday. So no, it's CC 2 nights. So last night, no, today's Wednesday. God, I'm so bad. Oh my God. Yeah, see what I'm talking about?
Right, I know.
So 3 days. So Monday I streamed. So for Lakeland, since I have my got my 2. Yes. You're okay. Let me kiss it. There we go. All better. There we go. Oh, pick up your Cheerios. You dropped your Cheerios. So Monday. So I decided, you know what? I'm not even gonna go to campus to coach for practice. I said I'm gonna just do everything because we have Discord. That's a beautiful thing. With coaching esports.
Remote Discord is amazing.
I could go and I could see the game people are playing, if they're in the facility or not in the facility. Boom. So, but we had Overwatch. So we rescheduled Overwatch for later this season. But we did have Rocket League, and I think I was able to put her down for Rocket League. So and it went fast. Rocket League games are quick. It was like it was a best of 3, which took about maybe 30 minutes of stream.
Right.
So that was Monday night. But then last night got special because she wasn't down yet, and so I had NBA 2K, Valorant, and League casting.
Oh man,
I was able to cast the Valorant, but I cast League of Legends. So Aaron, if you ever want to join me, because I have a student that's going to help me every now and then, but if you ever want to join me to cast our league season games, if you have time, you're definitely welcome to cast. They play on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Tuesdays in the evening. Tuesdays is pretty easy for me.
Yeah, in the evening, like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock start time.
Yeah.
But I did that. So yeah, it was my brain was totally fried last night. I'm like, I'm done.
Right. I can imagine. Did you we didn't get your origin story.
Well, I've said it before here. All right, but
I'm sure you said it before, but I want to hear it.
Correct. Good. Hey, good shot. Good job right there. Bringing me into.
That's what I do. I'm a professional.
Bringing me into the conversation. So my origin story, similar to yours, Sean, because we're close. I was born in '77. You're a few years after me.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of almost similar. Right. So my dad was IT at an aviation company in Los Angeles, California. It was called Northrop Aviation. So he would go, obviously, IT, work and fix computers at their facility. He actually helped build out some parts of the space shuttle for the panel too, things like that. So high tech, government stuff. As a kid, I didn't know this. He obviously found out all this out later growing up. But I do remember him bringing home I remember the first Apple II he brought home to repair it, and it was half as big as our kitchen table. And I'm like, Dad, what's that? He said, it's the Apple II computer. I'm gonna work on it. I gotta fix it and get it right and bring it back to work. Once I fix it, you want to test it for me? And I'm like, yes. He's like, all right. So he fixed it, and he had uploaded Carmen Sandiego and Oregon Trail. So I ended up playing those 2 games.
I remember playing those in grade school.
Oregon Trail.
With the green screen on the Apple. Yes.
Everything coming down in the
yes.
You got your little selections and your ABC.
Those were amazing. I love that. Was the best time in school having to have those labs.
Uh-oh.
I got hold up.
Go ahead and check out that.
Go for it. Dude, I remember playing Oregon Trail.
Oh yeah,
even me in grade school, probably on the same machines you guys.
Oh, probably using. Yeah, exactly. Oregon Trail. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? There was also this other one. It wasn't like Missile Command where you'd shoot up and it would explode on the screen and stop the missiles. It was like a tank one where you do the projectile and you have to do the power, distance, and it would have the wind.
Yeah.
So I've played many games that were like that, like Worms.
No casualties. We're good.
Good. And there was I had a Saturn game called Power Slave, which was kind of like a Doom or a Wolfenstein clone. And it had a cheat code in it that you could enter a cheat code and it would unlock a special game called Death Tank, which was just like those ones for the early Apples where you would do the, you'd set the power, angle, and trajectory and you'd try to shoot artillery and stuff.
Got it.
But it had way more advanced stuff, and it was just a mini game on the CD-ROM, and it was amazing. Me and my friend Adam played that all the time rather than Power Slave.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
you can still play. You can. Tanks is like a flash game. You can play Tanks at any time.
Good stuff.
Great game.
Us humans love parabolas.
Yeah.
So I did the Oregon Trail in Carmen for my dad, fixed the computer, he took it back to work. Then he brought home a ColecoVision. And then that was it. I was into Zaxxon, Donkey Kong. I mastered both of those games. Like I could beat both of those games within 30 minutes. From the first level to the second level.
Nice.
Or third, fourth level in Zaxxon, and then like 8 or 9 maps of Donkey Kong going up to save the princess, or I forgot her name.
The original Donkey Kong where you had to go get jump over the barrels and climb up.
Get the hammer. With the hammer. So did that, and then like I mentioned earlier, I was the first on the block with Nintendo and bringing everybody in my house, and I had same games, Duck Hunt, had Rob the Robot game, and then probably about a year within that first year, I think the first Legend of Zelda came out with the gold cartridge. And
Ocarina of Time?
No,
NES.
Original.
Oh, NES.
Yeah,
Link
to the Past, or I have both of those. I have both gold Link cartridges. Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had both. I wish I had mine because I did. I had every time Legend of Zelda dropped, I got it either for birthday or for Christmas. And I just one thing
Zelda's
I wish I kept. I kept my system. I kept my games, but with moving around, I gifted it to one of my nephews, and his little sisters destroyed the Nintendo. And I said, never again will I give a console or a computer to a friend or family member. It will not happen after that. Because I came over, I gave it to him, and it wasn't even like, it was like 3 months later. I come over to my sister's house. I said, hey, Brandon, let's go play some Tecmo Bowl or something, And he's like, it doesn't work. I'm like, what you mean it doesn't work? He said, Natalia Giovanni. I said, hold up. You let your 2-year-old and 1-year-old sister touch the Nintendo?
Yeah.
He's like, well, they just came right into my room. I was doing my homework. I couldn't.
Mistakes were made.
Right. I'm like, I go in there. The wires of the controllers are all yanked out. I'm like, I'm like sitting there like
devastated.
Heart just died.
I can imagine.
Oh man.
I said no. So in my head, I was like, Sega Genesis, I'm keeping it. Everything after that kept it. And so that's how I've been with stuff. So then
I wish I did that with my Saturn. Sold that for my Dreamcast. I regretted that, but yeah.
Yep. And then from that moment on, I tried to keep, if it wasn't for either, needing money, putting it in a pawn shop. But I kept mostly systems. I say from the Dreamcast all the way up to now. Nice. I got everything in that door right behind me. That's where the Dreamcast and my GameCube are in a nice little plastic box, so it doesn't get all the air, the dust doesn't get in there. It is stored away properly. And an uncle, in-law on my wife's side, had a PlayStation 1 in his garage. And he's like, I'll sell it to you for $300. I said, sold. I said, bam, give me that thing. And he had like 20 games. I'm like, oh
nice.
So I got to go back. I'm going to go back one day and then see what games it got back there.
I know this because I've been watching a lot of RestoMod stuff recently. Make sure for your, like, if you got an OG Xbox or an OG PlayStation,
right?
Some of those have capacitors in them that blow up and will destroy the entire.
Are you talking about like the battery where it holds onto for the system information?
Oh, it's not even just. It's not like
the capacitors get old. Yeah, the capacitors.
Yeah. So if you plan on like actually storing them like for a long time, there are YouTube videos to show you how to take those out. That way it doesn't destroy.
I've got a few Xboxes.
What?
That's good. I have to look into that because I have a few Xboxes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Xboxes is the worst. It's almost guaranteed after 15 years.
Okay,
they blow.
Oh, yeah.
So just keep that in mind.
Just keep that in mind, though. It's pretty easy to do, but it'll kill the whole board. Yeah.
All right. I'll be conscious of that. And I know knowing you guys, and I know Andy down at Gaming Generations in Sheboygan area.
Oh yeah.
He's a guy who buys, sells, and trades, and also repairs.
Oh, okay.
And then,
yeah.
And we had a guy, Brian Wilcox. He does battle box in Milwaukee. He was the first episode last week, and he does the same thing. Nice. So I know a lot of people that can help me take care or refurbish Xboxes and things of that nature. So get on to the next question here. That was great answer, or great origin. That was probably the best.
We probably went a little long, but it's okay.
No, it's fine. But the best origin stories told here. So,
thanks.
Going into now what you're doing with gamers, the Edge Gamers now. So, what is the reason behind to start? I mean, I forgot to fix this.
Well,
to start the Gamers now.
Kind of like we mentioned, we started the virtual reality arcade, EdgeVR arcade first. That was Tony's and mine's brainchild of that. We were for 12 years we've been in this building. We've been doing video production, and we usually like to do specialized equipment and high-end stuff. Both Tony and I are big tech geeks, so and that usually my role in the company too is I do post-production, and I also do a lot of technical stuff. So just always been into gaming, computers, electronics, all that kind of stuff as a kid. So we're naturally gamers, and then really into VR. So we started the arcade. As that started growing, we started out small, and we were able to expand. And we then also had gotten Aaron on board here as our manager for the VR arcade. And I wasn't necessarily big into esports per se. I mean, I was actually at the time playing Rocket League left, and I'd like to compete with that,
right?
Yes, and stuff. So that was kind of my that's my thing when it comes to esports. And then Aaron was big into League of Legends and then esports as a whole. So as we got to know Aaron, and as we started to talk about other ways of expanding, we thought we'd give it a shot to getting into not only just kind of creating the cafe here, but then trying to have an emphasis on esports and bringing esports into Green Bay on a more serious level. And we've got plans upon plans, of course, that's going to take time. But so we're just, we're trying to build. COVID was a big reset, of course, because we were just getting going. You were at the Halo tournament that we had with the Xboxes.
I remember that.
And that was a lot of fun, and we were just kind of starting to pop off and take off and do events, and then COVID reset us, which was probably actually a blessing in disguise.
Right.
We were able to kind of recombobulate a little bit and refocus, and then just start to make up plans. Like we were able to get the PCs in and everything during that time. So it's been a little slow start, but we're starting this year. We've been doing events, and I can probably I'll just announce it now. Because I got the date confirmed.
Huge announcement on Ahman's podcast.
Yeah. Nice.
We are going to be running a 128 participant large all-day Smash Brothers tournament with the Timber Rattlers.
Nice.
Rattlers facility on May 28th. And there's a lot of details to figure out yet, but so that'll be a great one. We're going to do a pretty big one to start out.
We also might have, this isn't locked in. Technically, it's not locked in yet, but it's pretty damn close. Enough where we'll announce it, but we have a top 5 Smash player in the world is also attending.
Yeah.
Awesome.
For Ultimate.
Yeah. So we're not sure. We would like to.
We're in talks with them right now, but
negotiating with him. But we plan on getting him here a week early, and hopefully we can offer some coaching with him too. That people can sign up for some slots with him.
Yeah.
Great. That's great. That's great. I'll let my Smash players know at Lakeland. I have 1, 2, 3, I think 4 players that play Smash at Lakeland right now. So that will be something big for them. And right at that time, school will be just wrapping up. Actually, no, school will be done May 20 in May. You said May, right?
Yeah, for college it'll probably be done. Yeah, May
college
28th. So that's technically Memorial Day weekend because Memorial Day is on Monday.
Yeah, our school ends graduation is the first or second weekend in May, so that'll be actually perfect time for my players if they want to play in it. So with this reset, we've been concentrating. We've got working on getting our Smash community. We have now we're not set up with our normal studio right now because of the video production. We're able to streaming is a big part of what we do here. Right.
And we're on just a janky system right now here because we're in transition on moving everything over and building that stage because we made more room. Right now where we used to do your show is now a stage. We have a stage with a projector.
I saw that last time I was in there. Yeah.
So that's part of that. We have the versus stage to kind of amp up those final rounds.
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Yeah.
One of your viewers asked a great question I want to respond to.
This one?
Yeah.
There you go. I was waiting till Sean wrapped up, and I was going to put that on.
I just want to hit this up.
We can go ahead and just go jump into it.
Yeah, I just want to hit this up, and then we can get back on the why we started the Gamers Lounge. So Hulk Response says top 3 VR titles that we like, and a follow-up question: how far is Alex from your second place? So he's assuming that we're going to say Alex is the best VR game. And then, which
I was actually talking
honestly,
about that one day on a game release 1 week within the last year. So I definitely talked about Alex.
yeah,
Nice.
honestly, that's not an unfair.
So-
that's not an unfair meme. And then his
Yeah.
other thing is serious question: do they see VR getting into esports? Do you want to take your take on that, and then I'll take my take on that?
I'll do my take. So my top 3 VR titles, Alex is definitely up there. So at home, I have here at the arcade, we have the OG Vibes right now. We've had it. Then at home, I have an Index and then also Quest. But when I was playing Half-Life Alyx when that came out, we got our cord popped here. This one here. There we go. All right. Now we're back in. That was a loud pop.
Man.
You must have grabbed the cable here.
Yeah, must have.
All right. We're back.
Yep.
And so like I play a lot of VR, the gimmick of VR, there's a lot of independent games that really shine, but there are way more that just kind of float on the gimmick of, I can look around full VR. They don't have much content.
Yeah.
Right.
So after a while, just the novelty of VR and being able to be in that space starts to wear off when you're not doing special stuff. So it had been a while before I really felt completely immersed until Alex. Like my favorite part was the encounter with Jeff. And I have no idea who's played it. I'm not going to go into any spoilers or anything. But it is you come up to a point in the game where you have to it's problem solve with this monster that can't see but can hear very well.
Right.
And they set you up with in the beginning before you do it, you open the locker and all these, you're in a distillery and all of these vodka bottles fall out and break. And you're like, oh crap. I just like, okay, you didn't reset. So for a while you go through, you're solving the problems, and then you're going through these other lockers and these drawers. So you're looking for stuff. I open it up. Then they rigged it up so that the bottle like starts to roll out and fall. And that was just like, as it's coming out, I caught it as it fell out. And it's just
nice.
Like, I just reacted and didn't think. So that whole scenario, I just realized after I did that it's like, I was also transported. I didn't remember. Like, I realized that I thought I was there. I was like, I had a moment where it's like, I got back to reality. It's like, I didn't think I was at home for a while.
Yeah.
And so it was that feeling, the great design of the game. So that's why I really loved Alex, not just because of the graphics and other things like that, but the way that they implement the gameplay with a lot by utilizing VR, especially the Index controllers with the finger tracking.
Right.
They really did a great job on really immersing you in more than just the gimmick of VR, but actually using VR's advantage to further along the gameplay.
Right.
So
but more in-depth thought, if it's coding or whatever, to really make that experience feel.
Oh yeah, instead of just adapting something, it's exactly.
The Boneworks engine is absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, there's definitely that. Right now, I'm playing Resident Evil 4 on.
Oh, I have that still on PlayStation. The Biohazard. Oh my God.
I've got it for like the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, and something else. But I've actually never played it yet. So this was a great opportunity to do it. And I'm actually playing it while my daughter watches me. We'll stream it because she wants to watch it, but it's too scary for her to play. But she loves scary stuff, but it's just VR's too intense when it comes to scary. Yeah.
Tell her it's not real. It's just
exactly.
It's just entertainment.
Well, she likes to see it when I get surprised and I freak out and scream like a little girl. She just gets that kick out of me. My family
loves
this
when
guy.
I get scared
this guy
too.
can get pretty into it.
I get pretty animated, yeah.
And then when he gets freaked out, it's always a good time.
Yeah.
All right, and then what do you think about? Do you think VR?
The VR esports thing. So that's something that we tried to approach here a few times, especially when we started with a Beat Saber tournament.
Why you didn't call me up? I would have did that.
I know that was quite a while ago. We actually even did it with we used a Connect and Live or Live, which is the program that allows us to using the Connect put you into the game, so that when we streamed it, it was like you're inside the game. Because that's a really good way to kind of communicate to people who haven't tried VR before, to get a feel for what it's like to be in VR without actually being in it. VR is something really that if you haven't tried it, you have to really give it a chance by giving it a shot, because like at the arcade, when we have new people, we usually always put them in Richie's Plank Experience, which is really simple, but it's done very well. And it just really sells people on the concept that even though it's not real consciously, it's like your body just reacts to it like it's reality. A lot of people can't even leave the elevator. They don't think like, I don't have a fear of heights, there's gonna be no problem, and they can't, like their palms get sweaty and they just nope out. And so it is definitely, it lives up to the hype when it comes to selling the reality. Of course, there's when I say hype, there's content is a big part of that, but there are some really great jewels out there, and it's getting better. So as esports wise, like we didn't really have a great turnout for that event. And when it comes to that, I just think that's, when you,
to be fair, the best
area,
player in the world lives in Green Bay at Beat Saber.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Like he was pretty good. He lost like actually when he started, he lost like 30 pounds playing Beat Saber alone.
Yeah.
Then it's good too.
VR is great exercise. And so when it comes to the esports, we just, there doesn't just seem to be as at this point, because of how new it was and things. There was a little bit of interest, but not really a lot to do some big events in our area. We're in a medium-sized market in Green Bay. We're not in a very huge market. So it just wasn't worth doing too much, because like, how do we get people into practice when they don't have headsets to actually get good? And then we didn't want to like charge a large amount for a competition and then a prize pool. So we did some more like casual stuff, that high score, top high score and things like that. But we didn't really do a lot of those locally. But as a whole for esports, there's definitely, I see that's a really great thing. Things like Lone Echo, when it comes to like the the Ender's game that mimics that thing with the frisbee, zero gravity frisbee.
Oh yeah, from the movie.
Lone Echo. There are a lot in, of course, any FPS or there's a lot of potential, because I know that like Onward, that they would do some esports with that, of course. I haven't seen any with Pavlov, but I'm sure they probably have.
Cool.
So I think it lends itself very well. I don't know what it's going to take to really take off. I mean, more accessibility, because PCs are so widespread. You can play League of Legends on a potato. So stuff like that, CSGO, you can play that on a potato too.
Yep.
So as things get more accessible, and even mobile too, like mobile COD and stuff, I've seen some crazy setups streaming for COD, like like having like triggers and stuff on it and using the thumbs and hitting triggers to play that. So I think that there's definitely a place for it. How popular it'll be, I'm not sure. I think more adoption as we go, and it gets more accessible to consumers, so that more people can play and get good. Get good, son. I
mean, that was pretty thorough, but I'll just stay real quick. Like, basically, I think the best game in VR and the best game, I think the best game for VR right now is actually Beat Saber.
I love.
Is that only on Quest?
Which is a great one.
Or
it's on VR. You can get it on anything, but it's on Quest.
Got it.
I'll just do a shout out to Ragnarok, which
is great.
Which is more of like it has it's a beat game, and it's like a Viking one. So you have drums and you're on a Viking ship.
Drums.
So it's a rhythm game similar to that, but it's also used a lot of heavy metal.
You get cultured at the same time.
Yeah. It's multiplayer. You can race.
Ragnarok's a little less complex than Beat Saber. It doesn't have as like a high of a skill cap.
It's different, but it's still fun.
Yeah, it's super fun.
One of our employees here loves it. Plays it all the time.
He'll clock out of work and then go play it for 2 hours.
Yeah,
like
that would be me.
Yeah, he loves it.
That's one of the perks of working here, is you get as much free VR time as you want.
Right.
No, I would say overall, Beat Saber's the best game. I would say Alex is the best demo of what VR could be, if that makes sense. Like, if someone's like,
if there were more games like that, I mean, it's like the top tier. Like
it is absolutely incredible just how it looks. I'd say right under that would be like the Batman Arkham.
Ooh, of course.
That one is absolutely insane. Yeah, and then after that, a game very similar to Beat Saber, Pistol Whip. That game is incredible.
That's like name sounds interesting.
It's a John Wick simulator, is what it is. It's so good.
You got me at John Wick,
dude. It is
right
so
there.
Good.
I love the series. I got John Wick. I'm looking at part 1 and 2, or chapter 1, chapter 2 dolls right now. Behind my monitor here.
So those 3 games great. As far as esports, I think if anything, it won't be VR. I think it's going to be AR. Because I think the VR esports, there are some things that can be done. There's a strategy game in VR that I've played, and I thought it was really good for VR. But I think most people, when they think like AR, VR, esports, they're thinking more of traditional sports lines like moving and stuff like that. So not being tethered, not having a heavy headset on your face, and not having your controls like bug out as much. I think sensor technology needs to go up a little more. And I think we need to get down to where we're just wearing glasses, like really light glasses, and you're streaming from your PC with no cord to your glasses. We're already kind of there. We're just not fully there yet.
Well, the movie industry's been there. That's called Minority Report and Ready Player One.
Yeah, something like that.
For your movie buffs out there. Real quick though, I know when y'all started with this question, and Sean was bringing in some of the things that you're doing, but let the viewers and listeners know about what you're doing in the Green Bay area with the elementary schools and middle schools. In terms of using your space there.
Yeah. So we just trying to think of. So when it comes to that aspect of things, having the PCs, there are a lot of schools and a lot of programs that are very interested in esports. I mean, it's starting to really pique people's interest, even if they don't have a full understanding about it.
Right.
It's starting to get to the point where it's reaching a level of saturation in media and things, and people are really surprised by it. Those of us that have really been into gaming and everything for a while is like, duh, you know. But one of the cool things that blows people's minds all the time is I tell them that video games and esports are a larger industry than music and film together combined. As far as when it comes to revenue, and so what they pull in, and
exactly, I know that, yeah,
exactly. And the thing is that it's probably especially because it's worldwide, and so a lot of interest in it. And one of the things that we are able to provide here, and we've worked with a couple local schools, not only to do some VR field trips, because one of the things I love about VR is education, and then the way that it just makes things come alive, like touring our solar system and actually getting a sense of the scale of our sun.
That would be cool.
It's very awe engaging, and even seeing the size of a blue whale, exactly how big it is. There's just it really locks in those things and gives you a cool experience when it comes to empathy and other types of experiences that you wouldn't get access to in real life for a lot of people. But so that part of it, but then the esports side of it, using our facility to test out their esports program, whether they just have more of a club, or if they are wanting to get into competition, and helping them figure that out too. So we will help provide guidance. We've thought about even providing coaching, but I don't know if we're really ready for that. We just don't have the staffing for that, especially with COVID. We're trying to ramp back up and bring things to a more of a spot, but it's just a process, and everybody's kind of going through that. But yeah, having the facility open so that we can have schools come in and practice. The only problem right now with that is transportation because of COVID stuff and shortages with bus companies and stuff. That's what's great about having the facility here, is being able to offer that to get kids that either just have the interest or ones that also have the talent, because we want to be a springboard for especially educating parents on esports and video games and the career paths that are available. It's not just playing games. And exactly. It's like I'm one of those people that can say, like, look, Mom, it's like, all that screen time led to something great. It's like, I make a living off of video games and animating and stuff and playing with computers. So that's not all fun and games and wasting your time. There's a lot of value that those things can bring, and helping parents see that is a part of the mission with that.
A lot of it too. And we were just kind of discussing this yesterday, Sean and I too. Right now, and this is kind of like, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a pet peeve, but maybe my largest frustration with the industry is, what do you consider an esport and what do you consider a video game? And can one be the other without both of them being the same, right?
Right. I get those questions from parents or even administrators questions like that from time to time.
Right. And that's the thing too. And then like where does the simulator, so like playing Madden or FIFA, is that an esport or is that just traditional sports codified into a video game, And so like I struggle with like a lot of those questions because I'm pretty sure battle royales are not esports personally. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure
that's a good debate question, right?
It is. It really is, because I've been thinking about that question for a while, and I've had a lot of talks with a lot of people, and a lot of it is, when you look at Fortnite, PUBG, Warzone, stuff like that, the emphasis isn't on skill expression.
Battleborn, older one.
Sure, yeah. The emphasis is on like finding the loot to get strong and then making it to the end.
Correct.
And so I think they're pseudo esportsy, right? But I just don't.
You can make anything a competition,
right? You can make anything a competition, but that doesn't mean necessarily it's an esport.
Correct.
And generally, I think when people think of esports as well, they think of team games. Now, obviously, the fighting game community would love to have a word with that. But yeah, so that has been a conversation. Like, is Super Mario Brothers, is like.
Well, I mean, you think of real sports, you have plenty of sports where it's solo tennis.
Sure. No, right. I get that. But I'm saying like, like playing. I
hear where you're going with this.
Playing the.
I'm throwing that on Twitter after this.
What's that?
That's a good question. What you just brought up. It's got my mind turning because
most. I would tell you right now, for example, 80% of the people I talk to do not consider BRs.
For example, one of the leagues that I have my players playing in here at Lakeland, they have Knockout City as a competitive game.
I've never heard of that.
It's a dodgeball game that just came out on Xbox, PlayStation.
Okay.
And the console Switch too. And so it's dodgeball, but obviously they have different maps or boards.
Sure.
Where you could, it's different terrain and stuff like that. But it's playing dodgeball, playing a virtual dodgeball. It's a competition, but
sure,
should that be then put in with the other games? Because they are right now. So this one league did that. They have it with Madden, with Call of Duty, with League of Legends, and then Knockout City as one of its competitive games. So I'm like, wow. Not saying it is not an esports, just saying, wow, okay, I see now that.
No, and those are great questions. Like right now, like when I look at competitive esports, I think the number one thing I always look for is a ranked ladder. Is there a ranked ladder to your game?
Correct. Yeah. Gold, bronze, silver.
Yeah.
Platinum,
if you don't have a ranked ladder, I don't even think you can be in the conversation to begin with. Right. Second thing is there anything in any way that could be considered pay to win? Is there any way that you can get a pay to win? And is it, and like, what's the discussion around that? If the discussion is, yes, there is pay to win features, bam, gone. I wouldn't consider it an esport anymore either.
And to answer JFK's question, I think that ranked ladder, like you mentioned, Aaron, would qualify as an esport. So like in Madden, I know you got your wins and losses.
Sure.
But there doesn't really grade you unless you go to a tournament, an online tournament or the big EA tournament. Like right now, they got the big EA tournament getting ready for the Madden Bowl here next week. I think the Madden Bowl is next Friday, going into Super Bowl weekend. And so there's no actual bronze, silver, gold for Madden.
Right.
But
there's no way for me to like, how good are you? Oh, I'm flat.
But in Madden, if you played at certain tournaments, you sign up through the EA website, it takes you through the process of linking your name or gamer tag to all your games that you play, and then it's tallied just like a tracker, FortniteTracker.com or Halo.tracker.com. You see all their stats. And then I say, if you have a tracking system along with a ranking system, then that's where esports, that's where the game is like more of it's more seriously competitive, and you're rating stats.
Yeah,
because that's with football. That's with football. I can look at it from high school from little league to high school to college, and then the pro. Those are the levels. You got little league, you got high school, you got college D1 or D3 or junior college, and then you have NFL. So those are the rankings for obviously a traditional sport. So I love that
Right,
you brought that up.
like,
I'm
I
gonna
would
put that
break
on
it
Twitter.
down I would break it down to for personally when I think about that, I break it down to like philosophically versus like business wise. Like, what can you make esports? So like you can make anything an esport. You can make anything a sport, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean it holds clout to actual like talent when it comes to mind, athleticism, and just there's a lot of aspects. So you think about it, you know, a lot of people probably wouldn't consider golf a sport.
I know I didn't for a while.
Yeah,
I didn't for a while as a kid. I was more of a kid. I was a teenager.
Yeah. I would say golf is the hardest sport in the world.
But it's a sport though.
As I
grew up, I knew better.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's definitely aspects that certain games bring up. You need a certain talent in order to really excel at them. Even chess, you know. It's not a traditional.
Even chess, like it's a backhanded thing to throw. Chess?
No, it's not. No, but it's an intellectual sport. It's very intellectual.
Well, yeah,
it's
that's
not
what
exactly.
physical. But
And see, that's where I put chess in the same. I put it in the same category as League of Legends.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
It should
because
be.
to me, playing League of Legends and I play chess, and I'm looking at both, and I'm like, oh my god! Like if you don't do certain things in chess to be 5 steps ahead of your player, your opponent, you're not going to win. If you don't do certain things in League of Legends to be 5 steps ahead of the opposing team, you're most likely going to lose. If you don't do things in the jungle, you don't harvest for the gold and the things, you know, getting the barons, getting the dragons, things like that.
Setting up the
baby. Thank you. Got the little pink. There's a pink teddy bear she's showing me. There you go. Good job. But yeah, so to that point, and to answer JFK question, is Madden Ultimate Team at esports? Yeah, definitely, because it has a system. Even though you got to buy the cards to make out your rosters, you still got to play in these tournaments against other competitive players. So that's where the esports side comes in. You know, so if it's just a buy and play, you buy the best cards. You still got to play, even though you can buy the best cards in the game. You still have to play against the best players in the game.
I got a problem with that though. I do.
What's the problem?
I don't like that. I don't like that. So do you have to pay for the game?
Yeah, Madden. Yeah.
So you got to pay for Madden, right? You got to pay $60 for Madden. And then what do these cards go for to have like a top level deck?
Poof. Hundreds.
Yeah, like MTG.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I mean, it's like, yeah, you can do
What? How much?
Hundreds. To buy a deck, like, okay, check this out. Okay, Madden Ultimate Team, when it started back in like 2015, 2014, to buy one deck, it was $20. And you would get like 40 to 50 or 40 cards. And of the 40 cards, 30 of them was rated a 90 or above because they were just doing this for the first time. EA. Sure. When I say they. Now, when you buy a pack of cards, you get the same amount, about 30 to 40, and you may get one card that's rated a 90. Everything else is a 60 or down, 60 to 58. So you're really, and so you got to either do the challenges or buy the bigger, better cards. Like, for example, my card is in the game. To get my card, you either got to do a challenge or you got to spend anywhere from $80 to $100 to buy my one card.
All right.
And,
so
you know, and then they're side hustling offline. That people talk to each other through Discord, be like, hey, I see you got a let's pick somebody from, you know, an Aaron Rodgers card and it's platinum, you know, it's a platinum card or it's a 99 rating. How much you gonna sell that for? You know, this is offline. So that goes on too.
How easy is it for me
then we're
to buy the game?
About NFTs.
Might as well.
I know.
So how easy is it for me to build a team with $0 after like 2,000 hours of playing?
Oh, 2,000 hours of playing. Not if you put in 2,000 hours player, you will have a highly rated above
with
a 95
$0.
with $0. Because my son did that. My son, he was like, I'm not spending money. I'm just going to grind out the challenges. And he did
so
that.
you can do that.
You can do that.
Challenges. Okay.
Yep. You can
just generally, I've had this conversation, right? So like I think it's okay if you put some money in, but top Madden players make thousands every year, so I'm competing my money with top Madden players, and yes, being financially stable helps. 100% cake.
Yep.
I think what it is like, I know I said the 2,000 hours part, but what I really look at is like if I have skill, right?
Yeah.
And I can't use my skill because I'm locked. And now I have to pay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gate kept for no reason, and it's not helping the competitive scene. Actually, it hurts it. It's a cash grab, in my opinion, and it's pay to win. Therefore, I'm not for it.
Right.
So, like, to give you an example, though, I guess to like devil's advocate, my own thing. League of Legends, you build a new account, you don't get it every champion right away, and there's 150 of them. But the idea is that all these different champions would be overwhelming to a new person to learn.
Oh, heck
So they
yeah.
give
I
you
can vouch
like-
for that.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
man,
they
when
give
I
you like
came-
they give you like 30, and if you play at like an average pace, you unlock like 1 a week. You know, so it's
I'm
not.
happy with that.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think anyone ever views it as pay to win in that aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially because you know you earn them so quick.
Correct.
You earn them so quick. So
Gotcha.
yeah, that's a conversation. You know, like
Well,
That's a
I was
great
gonna say,
question.
you can go as far as like, in order to get access to esports, you have to have equipment.
oh,
You
100%.
you can play
100%.
backstreet ball without anything, just your talent.
Well, you got to buy the ball.
Well, I mean,
Right.
someone's
You know,
gonna have a ball.
gotta
You
have
don't
Somebody's
to-
gonna have a ball. Trust me. Somebody in the neighborhood
Yep,
has
someone
a
will have a
football,
ball. So
baseball,
it's like-
basketball,
exactly,
baseball
there's
bat. You can
playing
get it
street
done.
ball. It's like you don't need anything.
Right.
So you just need your talent, and
You need to get
you
yourself
can-
there and have
Yeah.
the talent.
and you can get known for your talent.
Oh, you got to have food to feed yourself to
So-
burn the calories to extend. You know.
So there's a tie into that. So it's like, because hey, I'm a businessman, right? So like, have a setup. We've got setups that you can access pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So
Playing
it's like-
Correct.
I mean, that's kind of part of the vision for it. It's like we
Right.
want to give access. We really believe in the grassroots. Like, we're not trying to compete on a national level here.
No.
I mean, we will
Right.
have some, like, we do have some big events planned where we want to get some possible national attention for Green Bay and bringing some big stuff in. But our bread and butter, what we really want to concentrate on the most is our regional stuff, because we want to provide like a grassroots effort to be able to be a springboard for talent in the area that might go unnoticed to
Right.
have the chance to compete and get involved and even just develop. So that's, of course, we have like much more like casual type events that we run, but then the main emphasis that we have is on our circuits and our leagues.
Right.
Got it.
The one that we're really concentrating hard on right now, because we're starting small and growing
Mhm.
with League of Legends, and that's Aaron's passion, and he has some really great things when it comes to format and to create internal stories and competitiveness with a lot of the internal systems of a season. And we're replicating that across the board when it comes to other games, even with our Smash community, implementing other types of like the attrition bracket.
Oh
onto
yeah,
that.
we made a new Smash bracket.
So this just sets up my next question perfectly. So next tab. So what is happening in the next? So kind of leading the next 6 months to a year of at Edge Gamers Lounge. So what what you're telling, what goes into what you're talking about, Sean? What events are you doing? What is coming up down the line?
I'll just lead it off, and then you can take over.
For people to come online and see what they're going to find, and obviously are coming to the place there on off of Packerland. I'll put the address up here in a minute.
Yeah, exactly. So as we start to we didn't want to just spread ourselves too thin and just try to do everything. We wanted to do just a couple of small things, get those really to where we want polished to where we want them. Yep. We really want to try to I wouldn't say necessarily disrupt like the esports market, but we want to kind of bring like our spin on it. And
hey, say what you told me yesterday, because I really like that.
Oh man, what did I say?
We want to be the authority on esports in Wisconsin.
Okay. Ooh, I like it.
I mean, that is.
Hey, you gotta have that confidence. You gotta have
that is our goal. That's why that question I asked you, like, what is an esport? That's why, like, I take that question pretty seriously and
it's in a really cool spot. Like right now, a lot of esports, and especially when it comes to broadcast and stuff, and we mimic it a lot. Kind of mimics the already existing formats of sports. And we have a pretty unique position in general as a community of esports, just to try to really look at untraditional ways of implementing competition. Not only with the games, but so a lot of the games you're forced to kind of be creative on how you implement competition, because it's not designed for it, right? So it's like, there's not every developer, that's been really encouraging with Riot, of course, making esports centric titles. And a lot of the problems that we have with battle royales and other things, that they're not designed for esports competition. They're designed for the masses, which I understand,
they're designed to sell skins.
So as esports develops, I mean, we might see more titles that are specifically geared towards that. So like our circuits and stuff, League of Legends, we're really that we have been working with doing some creative stuff with Smash. We just, because of Halo Infinite, we jumped on with that, and we've been kind of doing more of the casual fun events to lead into doing a league with Halo Infinite. And then next up is Rocket League, which is my favorite.
Very popular game. Yeah,
And
very popular game.
So like, yeah, we're going to be starting in February 18th. We'll do like our first one here locally just for fun. We were doing some stuff during the pandemic and before, just like social stuff, and we just had to kind of cut it, but bringing it back. And then once we start to get kind of a community built with the casual stuff, start to get our leagues running and replicating that across multiple games as we go. Like I said, we want to make sure we do it well enough and not spread ourselves too thin.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of in the future when it comes to that. We've got the Smash tournament. We also have another tournament planned, that a Madden tournament with a big player here. And
nice.
And
I'll try to get there for that one.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like we're working with we're working with the venue here. Well, I mean, you could probably guess maybe, but big.
I'll leave it for the website.
Yeah, exactly.
People come to the website. I gotta find it there.
Yeah, I just gotta work out the details with that. But when it comes to the vision and things like that, I really leave that up to Aaron, because he has some really great ideas when it comes to creating the storylines that we want when it comes to rising up from a season. Just like you think about that, when it comes to football and everything, and you look at the history of a player and the stuff that the NFL does when it comes to the background of a player and how they came up and the stuff they've overcome and their career. And we kind of want to create that here as well.
Nice. So there's a little shout out for,
and that's going to be. You can go ahead now. I'm going to shut up.
Yeah, there's a little shout out to Lopez. Love the local Green Bay Arcade hype.
Thanks.
There in the Twitch chat.
Oh, so, or not. All the messages were just deleted.
I have but Nightbot is probably just saw some words. That,
sure.
Nightbot's just doing his job.
Thanks for the shout. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, thanks for the shout out. So May 28th. Let's see. So we just had it didn't like his Halo emote.
That's what it was.
Yeah. So let's see. So you just missed our last Halo Open. That was Friday. That was last Friday.
I mean, we're gonna be trying to do like for each games, doing monthly fun stuff and just like some we had some fun competitive brackets. And
we had 17 people show up, and we did did free for alls.
And I gotta get in on that. I gotta get on that.
It was so fun.
We had so much fun.
One of our
when's the next one? That's all I want to know. When's the next one?
Next one. You know what? I can announce it right here.
Okay, thank you. I'm there. Free for all.
While you're looking at that, just like we have our media guy Quinn. He's got like almost 300 hours on Infinite right now.
Yeah, he's been playing a lot.
So he was
Me too. I don't know how many hours, but I know I've been on there a lot.
Yeah, he dominated the free for all, but it was his first time playing. So that's the thing is like I used to help out with GB LAN here in Green Bay when we would do LAN parties. Troy Frisk, he and Tom, they were doing GB LAN. He even had like on military, we had like an office rented that we would do LANs with every once in a while. And then we do a big one once a year at the Shriners. So I'd help out with that. And so it's like I want to bring that back a little bit, the LAN party feel. It's just that energy that you get when you're doing a competition and if you're playing online and Discord, it's still cool, but like his heart was just like going like crazy and he was so pumped.
He's never done anything really like competitive.
That like competitive with a group, like when you have that energy of everybody in the same space. It's just something that you can't beat. And if you've never experienced it, it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it's a great feeling.
All right, I'm announcing it right here. March 4th, Friday. Open to close.
And it's
next Halo
open to close. It's a $10 venue that allows
$10
to play the whole time.
Yep.
We give away just like some small prizes, like arcade credit and stuff like that. But hey, if anybody that wants in and wants to sweeten the pot and throw some cash in the pile, we're all up for that.
Yeah. Well, I'm always down to do pots.
Exactly.
Locke, you can look at Edge Gamers Lounge on Twitch, and then my personal Twitch is EGL Vindy.
For our League of Legends circuit, we do broadcast our leagues, and of course we also our weekly Smash is on Saturdays, and that's always broadcast too.
Right.
And as we go forward, so like those casual events, we don't really broadcast those, but like we did have we have this setup that we have right here available for streaming. So if someone at that event wants to stream while we're playing with us, they're welcome to. So we have one of those, but plan on getting some more streaming units as time goes on.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
So Yeah, and then so after
you streamed during Halo.
Oh yeah,
You,
yeah,
that way.
I did.
yeah. And then so then June 11th, that is going to be the state's first big League of Legends in almost 2 years. I have a 16-team League of Legends event planned at NWTC.
Oh, awesome! Yep,
So,
I remember you say you were working with them. Oh, that's where you came from, though. You were at
NWTC. I went to I went to school there.
Stomping ground.
Yeah, we're trying to work with as many local schools and companies as possible to try to bring that. And NWTC's been a wonderful partner to work with, and we're continuing that relationship and hopefully bringing some bigger things. Too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's the first big one.
Yeah, and their main plan, like we want to help. Hopefully we can help Lakeland too.
Right.
Sure. Yeah.
But we want to help these esports programs.
Hell yeah, we want talent to shine here, and we want you guys, the recruiters, to provide a path for people to get scholarships through esports.
Yeah, that's like our big thing is you got the high schoolers that come in here and people who just graduated high school and not sure what they're gonna do, and we're like, we got these recruiters coming to this next LAN. You better show up. You know, and get noticed. And then you can go to school and play on their team. And then when you're done with school, you can get your ass right back over here and play in our circuits.
Yes.
So it's just that ever evolving loop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got players in our circuit that are playing for you. Padawantano on your League of Legends.
Yeah, Noah.
Yep.
Noah did real good. Yep. And they're sitting at, I believe, I haven't heard from the team from last night's game because I streamed the Valorant, but I think
they won that game.
They might be 2-0. They might be 2-0 right now with the help of Noah. So he's been helping out as a healer, I believe, as support.
Yep.
So definitely. So hey, great conversation.
Noah's you have Noah. I don't know if you've ever seen any of his highlights from what he did in our circuit.
Right. No, I haven't.
Do you know what his KDA was in season 2 for us? 64. He died one time and got 64 kills.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm glad he's on our roster now.
I'm insane, man.
I'm glad he's on our roster. Guys, I want to say thank you for all the great information. I got all the socials. Usually I ask the question, like, where can we find you? But I put that on the screen so you don't have to waste your breath on that. There's the address.
Yep, definitely. Facebook, get our socials. We have, Facebook
there it
for sure. We post our events there. Discord.
And Discord, for sure.
We have our league specific Discords, and we have our main one for just overall everything.
Yeah. So
awesome.
So thank you for all the information. I'm gonna keep the tabs rolling. So if y'all have a little bit of time, we're gonna get into.
We got all the time you need for you.
Okay. All right. Well, then you want to be ready to do some this or that, or talk about what Bungie's doing?
This or that.
Yeah, let's do this or that.
Let's do this or that. I kind of had that feeling, so we're gonna get into that. I don't know if you hear this.
Wait, it's gonna be loud.
All right, no, it's on my end only. It's just the audio of this or that. And so we get into that first question here, and this or that. And wear the same color every day, or the same style of shirt every day. Twitch chat,
can I throw up? I want to throw up a GIF right now. I want to do the one from the both. Yeah, because I pretty much do both.
Yeah, he kind of does both.
If you consider a sweatshirt the same, I mean, I don't consider that as.
As a man, a sweatshirt is a shirt to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wear a shirt under it, of course, but it's like I pretty much I'm like Batman. I wear black or very, very dark gray.
I would take the same color. Yeah, I like to mix up what I'm wearing, but I like black and just
I like dark. I'm mainly dark colors, and then it's exactly. And I'm usually wearing a hoodie, except in the summer.
Got it. Well, it's hot. It's warm. Yeah, of course. I'm trying to see on this one here. I would say I'm probably the same style shirt. Yeah, every day, just t-shirt like I am in now. Black, doesn't matter the color.
Graphic tee.
Yeah, I always do graphic tee. So now I got my man Malcolm X. Black History Month is here. Actually, 365 24/7 in my opinion.
Amen.
Nice.
So he actually we're from the same hometown. So Omaha, Nebraska, born and raised there. The man that says by any means necessary to get things done. There you go. Nice, all right. So I'm gonna sell shirt every day. We got JFK says same style shirt. There you go.
Yeah,
there's a
I do
couple-
like either a plain tee or a graphic, but I like to do graphic tees where it's if you know kind of a thing, like
Oh,
nerdy
yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like it could pass as anything. But
I
if you
knew I
know it,
liked
you
you.
know it. You know.
You knew it. That's how I like you. I like
Yeah.
you. I know you. That's why we friends.
Yeah.
We got Loke Diz says same color. What's
It's like
that?
that new meme that's coming around. If you
Okay.
know, if you know.
Yeah.
I'm
Exactly. With the yeah.
And we got Loke Diz rock the Johnny Cash. Rock that Johnny Cash. All right. Friar Eagle says same style. There we go. So off to the next item here.
Man in Black. Yeah. For the Johnny Cash.
Yep. Wear the same color every day. Oh no. Or the same style. Oh no, that's
Oh,
that's
was
the
that a
other one.
glitch in the Matrix?
Nope, that's
We're on
not
a
a glitch.
simulation.
No,
Ah!
that was just I hit same button
All right.
twice. So
What the
have
heck is this question?
hands made of pencils or toes made of markers.
Oh man, I love these because you're totally thinking outside the box.
Yes, I'm
I
off
love
there,
shit like
Sean.
that.
I'm outside the box all day. So
It's
think
just
about
toes.
that one.
It's obviously toes.
Oh, man.
It's the toes.
Why? I want to hear why.
Because imagine you go to like hold your child and you stab her with
Ah,
pencil.
okay. He's thinking like a new dad.
yeah,
Yeah.
or just imagine trying to open a door and you snap.
How about Imagine Dragons?
Then you gotta carry.
Just think of Edward Scissorhands. You know all the
You gotta
issues he
carry
had
a
trying to touch
huge
things.
sharpener.
Edward Graphite Hands.
Bro, you gotta carry a huge sharpener. You gotta carry like
Yeah.
a European.
Well, who says
shoulder
they have to
bag.
be sharp? Maybe they're
A European
broken.
shoulder bag?
They're just pencils. Are all your pencils
Bro,
sharp
it's not
and
good.
perfect?
It's not good.
No?
It's markers. It's the markers.
I'm
I
with
think-
Aaron. I'm with Aaron with that. I'm going with markers.
I
on my
mean, at the
toes.
same time, I would definitely be the toe markers too because I enjoy using my hands for so many
Right.
different things in life.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll not go there.
Yeah.
And then there's like, I don't know. I would definitely make a career out of it. I would put on performance art with my toes and art and stuff like that.
Me
It would just
too.
Yeah, I would totally join the circus. And,
I do some.
but yeah, I think I would go with the toes with markers too.
Yeah, I think.
How do you refill the ink on the markers? That's what I want to know.
Ugh.
Hey, somehow maybe your body does kind
Yeah,
of refill
you have
it
to
on
like
its own. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother this or that.
exactly.
But mostly
We're going
we
too
had, as you saw, most of the questions, Loke Diz to Fire Eagle to Wolf Clock, they all say,
Oh, hey, Wolf Clock,
toes.
good to see you, bro.
yep. And then JFK says, bruh, no toes. I'm not leaving no marks behind.
Yeah,
I love it.
that's true. You're gonna be Well, can you put cap? Do they have caps?
As I
Of
said,
course. You got to
Okay,
have
good,
caps
good.
on markers
Yeah, I got
or they
caps,
dry out.
They come
you
with
know?
caps. Yeah, exactly. You don't
Man,
want
you
your
got
toes
some-
drying out.
you got some
Yeah.
big feet.
Yep. And if you have pencils for fingers, you can't hold a controller like Big Boom Howard
Exactly.
says
Yeah.
here. So there you go.
It's no good, man.
Yeah, no fun, no fun.
I don't
Yeah,
run
no fun.
anyways. I mean, if you've noticed, so like, I'm good.
You're silly. Hey, you're gonna love this one.
I
the next
bicycle.
one. You're gonna love this next one here. So the most embarrassing moment uploaded online for everyone to see, or your entire life
Man,
live stream all the time, kind of like the Truman Show.
But
With
my
Jim
whole
Carrey.
life's embarrassing, so I don't know about that. No, I'm just kidding.
See, I don't. Okay, I don't embarrass easy, so I'll do the most embarrassing moments of my
Wow.
life, upload it for everyone to see. Because I don't like. I'm like whatever.
Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's worst moment.
Yeah.
I would do that too. I would value my privacy.
Although
to be
I would
like,
say from
not to
my-
always be on.
From 19 to 23,
Mhm.
that was when I had that crazy job. I would love to have live streamed that
certain parts.
because like it was absolutely insane, and or like think about like Ahman like catching like going from college into pro, like and just like all the decisions you had to do and all the
That
pressure.
would be fun live stream. I was just thinking
That-
about that. So between
would be
that
a
and
crazy
my locker
moment.
room, the locker room conversations that I would have with
Mm.
teammates,
Yeah,
that would have to be obviously R-rated, but somewhere live
Right.
stream for sure.
yeah.
All that
Fun
behind the
conversation.
scenes stuff that would
Yes.
just get eaten up. Yeah, for sure.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Oh my
But
God.
yeah, but worst moment for sure.
Yeah, worst moment for me as well.
Taking
And
a dump
I just
live
like
stream. Good luck with that one. Yeah, yeah.
Loke Diz taking a dump live.
all they're
stream.
gonna
Good
do is
luck.
watch me for a half hour on my phone. That's
Yeah, I was
pretty
about
much
to
what
say.
it's gonna be.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious, Loke Diz.
But yeah, like a great comment I see all the time. It's like especially like you and I, Ahman, being a little older. It's like we had the grace of living in two worlds of being online all the time and then not. But then our childhood, like I can imagine going viral for something stupid and never living it down too. It's
Right.
like, yeah,
Oh,
we didn't
man.
even have to worry about that.
Right.
Oh,
Exactly.
man.
It happened. Everybody saw it. It was like,
Yeah.
whatever.
I can imagine going through high school if everybody in high school saw that thing or something, even just locally.
Yeah, as a
Ugh.
kid, yeah, during that age, yeah, you would think it was the end of the world. You
Mhm.
would be like, oh my God, I'm not going to school. I'm not going to do it. I know it. But all around, everybody put the worst moment online.
Yeah.
I think that's a winner right there. So next one, this is another fun one. And I'm pretty sure we might have lived this one out already. So here it goes. Share a 5-star hotel with someone you hate or a 1-star hotel with someone you love. And so I have did the second choice. I have went to a 1-star hotel with someone I love. When me and my wife and my daughter, one of my daughters, went to Comic-Con in San Diego a few years back, and the hotel, it was rated on, I believe it's Expedia, as a 4-star hotel, but it was completely a 1-star hotel. It was shagoolery, shenanigans, all type of nonsense going on in this hotel of San Diego, California. I rode up on that thing and was like, I grew up in the hood. Okay. I grew up in Los Angeles, California, South Central LA. Boys in the Hoods was my neighborhood. So trust me, when I rolled up in this hotel on the night of what was it, July 15th, 2015, 16, I was like, y'all stay in the car. I got this. So I've lived that second one. So I'm gonna go 1-star hotel with someone you love. Because if I'm with someone you hate, it might not be pretty. One of us is gonna come out of that situation not good. So there we go. What y'all got?
Yeah, I'm same with you. I'm with the 1-star
Probably
hotel.
the 1-star.
It wasn't with, now it's someone that I love platonically because I was with my business partners.
Right.
But yeah, it was a Hotel 8 out in the middle of nowhere. Just needed to stop when we were on a long trip going out to the West Coast or East Coast up to Canada. And it was like a 72-hour drive total, and but it was like that place was terrible. Didn't sleep well, but it's like I'd rather do that. I really value peace in my space. So having someone that I didn't get along with would just not be good. It wouldn't matter how cushy it was.
I will say, so at my last company, I got selected to come to the large company meeting on the Riverwalk in San Antonio.
Right.
And we stayed at, I forget the name of it, but this hotel was like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, you don't know what this is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 5-star, man. Like your room is like $600 a night just to get in this, this cheesy little 1-bedroom. I'm like, wow, I'm so excited. Here's 20-year-old me. I'm like, wow, okay, fancy.
Yeah, you got talking to excitement.
Bro,
like,
I get there, no hot water to take a shower. The hot water heater was broke.
Man.
The bed was just absolute garbage. I could not believe how bad this bed was. And the carpet, I don't know how to explain it, man. It was original carpet. Like this
it was old carpet.
It was I had to wear socks.
Yeah.
My feet
it sounds like the hotel I was in. That was
Yeah.
It was nastiness everywhere. I swear to God, it was gunshot and blood. It was gunshot holes in the door and the ceiling. There was blood stains on the bedding and the curtain somehow. Yeah. I'm like, we got to stay here. We booked it for one. So I said, babe, we got to stay here one night. She's like, get us out of here right now. I said, no, we can't. We're in. It's like 10 o'clock East Coast or Pacific time.
Yeah, you're not getting many options after that.
Yeah, we're not gonna get many options. I said, so we got to suck it up for one night. We slept. We all three slept. So, but hold up. This is the kicker. This is a couple kickers here. So check this out. After I see all the stains and the damaged the gun, the bullet holes, blood stains, I go downstairs to address this with the guy at the front desk. Two things. So between all that stuff, you got blood stains, you got bullet holes. The door is not on the bathroom. I go downstairs to talk to the guy at the front desk. I said, excuse me, sir. Okay, I got blood stains, potentially. There's a gunshot, bullet holes. But why is why is no door on the bathroom? He's like, oh, it's handicapped. Bruh. What?
Wow.
Oh, you telling me the handicap accessible means no door to the bathroom? I'm sitting in the room with my daughter, who is 16 years old, and my wife. This can't happen. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah,
Is handicap accessible? I said, I've seen 1,000 handicap accessible bathrooms. Yeah. They have doors on them, homie. I was
holy crap.
Did he just say this?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
He said it with a straight face. Yes, it's handicap accessible. I'm like,
Yeah.
Dead serious.
Holy
nuts.
crap. That's amazing.
Dead serious. I was like,
Hey,
oh,
I got
my
this
God.
for that for you.
Uh-oh.
This comes up to what we were doing last night.
Okay.
Would you rather only have to use your non-dominant hand for the rest of your life,
My right
or
hand. Okay.
or lose the ability to see in one of your eyes?
I'll use my non-dominant hand.
For the
I
rest of your
gotta
life?
see. I gotta see. I gotta see.
I agree with that too, because it would be a pain in the ass for a while, but you would adapt.
You would adapt?
A lot better than having that vision. It would be a better. Yeah, you'd still adapt with one eye,
right.
but
Yeah, you adapt in both worlds, but I think I wanna try, because I always
yeah.
wanted, my brother is ambidextrous. He could use both hands, so I kind of want to do that anyway.
Yeah. I'm left-handed, so right hand, anything right hand for me is
You're kind of
pretty
forced
easy.
to use your right hand a lot more than
Yeah.
right-handed
Left-handed
people.
Yeah.
are way easier to use their right hand than right-handed people can use their left. I don't know why that is. It just is. But
There
yeah.
we go. All right.
Non-dominant, I gotta see. Yeah, fair
Hey,
enough.
nice this or that, Aaron. Good job there. And so the next one for my list here, and we kind of tested this on this already. So here we go again. Being a movie or a TV show.
Oh, I got a good answer for this one.
What you got, Sean? You can go first then. Go first.
I mean, I'm not. I have a little bit of familiarity with the industry. I would go with a movie, 100%.
And what's your reason? You sound like you got some. What's the definition behind that?
The reason is a way more cushier schedule and way that, because when you're doing a TV show, that's grueling.
I've done that with you, so yes, I've done
Yes.
TV shows. Yes,
It's like you're creating. At least when it comes to streaming, it might be a little bit different nowadays. But before, when it was TV shows, you have such a grueling schedule. You're working, 12+ hour days. You're trying to get out a lot of content. You're trying to get it out really consistently, because you got episodes to make. You're making an hour-long episode each week.
Right.
I had the privilege. You have the privilege of knowing a few, actors and stuff like that through the industry of doing things, and for what we've been involved in. And they would, from what I've heard, for the most part too, that they love the craft, of course, but TV is a lot more grueling than movies, because they can kind of chill and relax. Exactly, it's just a lot less pressure. You have, it's not as crazy of a shoot schedule. You're shooting for a few months and that's it, versus like shooting almost all year round.
Right.
I'd say the only caveat to that, though, is if you think about like Daniel Craig doing movies, like he's been Bond for how long now? 15 years, it feels like.
If I'm ever scheduled Bond, I'm gonna be Bond till I die.
Well, and that's
in the real world.
Well, and that's the thing too. It's like, it's not a TV show, but he only did like a few other movies that whole time. And so like, you're just so committed to being this role. Character that it also, it also can be, so maybe it's more like movie or franchise. Or or just movie or franchise.
Well, I guess it depends. I'm sure some people would like TV show as well as because of
depends on
you get to really develop a character in the long term instead of
you think like NCIS. Any of you guys?
That's been around forever, right?
NCIS.
That's been around for 30 years, probably. What?
Gibbs has been.
I know of it. I haven't watched much of
the main character NCIS Gibbs, like he's been on there for like
30 years.
I guess it depends. For me, I would prefer. So for me personally, I would prefer movie rather than TV.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right.
I had to.
I'm gonna go with Sean, because I kind of know that too. I know some actors, I know some directors, so I'm gonna go with movie, because you're there for 2 or 3 months and then boom, you're done.
Yeah,
and you got time off, and then obviously
it's like really concentrating a lot into a small project instead of kind of just
exactly TV show. Boom, boom, boom. It's
really specialized.
It could be 365 almost every. It's year round. So in the chat here, next question, fun one here, holiday one and a birthday one here. Celebrate Christmas every day or never celebrate your birthday?
Oh, that's just obvious.
I already never celebrate my birthday, so I'm good there. I'm doing that.
I like the answer there.
I'm not a big holiday person at all. I don't do much like for decorating or getting into it. I just like to not do it. I don't know.
I don't think I want to celebrate Christmas every single day either, though. Can I take neither? Are we allowed? If so,
as a guest, you're allowed. As a guest,
as a guest.
The host, though, we got to pick one. And for me,
all right. Well, then I would pick never. I would pick. I never celebrate my birthday. That's just.
So that's easy for me. I already do that.
I have fun. I like to do fun things, like play video games, go to my favorite restaurant, and then catch a movie. That is my routine. Movie, eat, play video games.
That's good. That's what I do for my kids when it comes to a birthday. They get to pick wherever they want to eat. Doesn't matter. It's where you want to go. It's what you get for your birthday. Kind of. I mean, they get a gift too, but that's what I'd rather do that than a party. You know, it's like I wanted a little bit more.
I've always wanted a surprise party. I've never gotten one.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I got one. I got one when I turned 40. My wife surprised me.
Don't look at me. Sorry, pal. Don't look at me for a surprise party.
What? No. You ain't gonna. No. But yeah, I've always wanted a surprise. I tell my wife all the time, hey, just want to let you know, I'm totally down to be surprised on a surprise birthday.
Got it. So I would do Christmas every day because I do celebrate my birthday. I do enjoy that one just for that standpoint. All right, next one on the list. I think this is the last one of the day here.
All right.
Eat dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Oh, bro.
I'm
so qualified to answer this question.
Yeah. I actually so for me it's
we'll
milk
get food
chocolate,
in a little bit.
Because I actually don't like chocolate a lot.
Okay.
It's weird. I know there's
a lot of people do though.
People I've met. Yeah.
One of my daughters don't like chocolate.
Yeah, I don't really care for it too much. So if it's got a lot of cream and sugar in it, then I like it. So that's milk chocolate.
Right.
So I wish I had a picture so people would believe me. But I have a chocolate in my refrigerator. I have an entire small drawer of all my chocolate.
Oh, really?
I have specially imported chocolate from all over the world.
Really? You sound like my brother with beer.
Nothing is below it. What'd he say?
He sound like my brother with beer.
Oh, I have a brother who gets beer. He's in the Beer of the Month club, and he gets beer shipped to his house worldwide.
No, I get it sent to me.
I could do that with cheese.
I get it sent to me by people I know, but nothing in there is under 80%.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that I didn't know you had that.
I'm like dark, like super.
Kind of,
nice.
And it's
It's
hard.
pure bitter. It's
pure
it's
cacao.
over like in England. That's how they sell.
Like
chocolate,
super.
chocolate.
Yeah. But
like that.
I'm a chocolate connoisseur.
Yeah, nice.
I am.
Oh,
I got chocolates. I got some insane stuff. My wife normally I go through it very slowly. Like I'll take a bite and it won't even touch it for a week. And I'm not.
Oh, you hit the cord again.
Yeah, I'll do that and won't even take a bite for a week. But
there we go.
But yeah, I love me some dark chocolate.
Oh man,
so good.
Yeah, I would say dark chocolate too. We have. I know I get the dark chocolate almond milk for the house, and then every now and then
there we go.
I get a bar of it, or I have my wife make dark chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, okay.
So next time batch, I will bring some for you, Aaron.
That would be
wonderful. For him.
Yeah.
I need to stay away. I need to stay away from those carbs anyway. So it's
right. Oh man, yeah. Unfortunately, you got to be paying attention to those things here. So good job with this or that, guys. Now we're headed over to game releases. Oh, if y'all can hear that, it's like a dog right at the end goes. Arr! I love it. I love that part. So my game release of the week is Dying Light 2. It is a game similar to, it's called Dying Light 2 Stay Human. So stay human, guys.
Yes, I've seen some trailers and some gameplay and stuff like that. I didn't play the first one, but the second one looks pretty interesting too.
Yeah, so I have the trailer of the second one, and prices, as you see scrolling on the screen, $59.99 at Amazon, and for some reason $20 more at GameStop and Best Buy, $79.99.
That does not surprise me.
Right. So here, let me bust out the trailer here. I like it because it kind of it reminds me of what is it? The one I just can't remember. Dang it. The one I just beat.
Did Back for Blood maybe if it was newer or a zombie game?
No, not Back for Blood. The one with the dad and the daughter.
Last of Us.
Last of Us.
Oh, I absolutely love Last of Us.
Exactly. And this kind of brings me to that, the way they have the cinematic trailer right here. It just looks like Last of Us, the feel, the gameplay, the decisions you got to make, things of that nature.
There was a really great Last of Us fan film trailer piece that was done actually locally here in Wisconsin that went pretty viral. I'll have to show that to you sometime you're around, but it's like, it was very well done. I know a few people that helped on that production.
Gotcha.
It was really great. Little short film.
Yep. And then we have, who's that? Piers the Beard says the Pokar aspect of the
Parkour.
game is
Parkour.
I was trying to say it too fast.
No, that's all right.
Parkour aspect of the game is ahead of its time, and that's what I read in the description.
Really?
Yeah, that the Parkour was going to be.
So it's like Mirror's
level.
Edge with zombies.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like, and it just kind of reminds me of Last of Us because I played that on stream, beat it on stream, and the ending was awesome for Last of Us. So this kind of looks like I've seen part 1 of Dying Light.
Was that the first Last of Us that you just finished?
No, it's the second one I finished.
Okay, yeah, I have yet to play the second one. I played the first one and absolutely fell in love with it. So I got.
I played the first one and my PlayStation 4 hard drive crashed.
Oh,
so I had to start all the way back over. So that game is out. What's that today? That's on Friday coming out. And obviously there's the exclusive that if you pre-order it now, you know, you get all the little fun skins, stuff that we were mentioning earlier, NFT stuff.
And that's all online.
Piers, what's good, man?
It's open world multiplayer, the whole thing too, right? Is that what I gathered?
Yes, it is. Yep, for sure.
Do you know like what the server limit size is and stuff and how that works? Anybody got an idea on that?
Good question. To the Twitch chat. Pretty sure
what population do you get when you're playing in a open world? Or is it completely open world like an MMO or?
I believe it's MMO style. But it's RPG, so MMO RPG because obviously you make out the decisions of each character.
You have to look into it a little bit more seriously. I didn't do the first one, which was basically kind of like survival, right?
Right. So yeah, it's like I said, it has that feel of Last of Us. The look, I'll say the look for me anyway. For Last of Us, it was a fun game. I streamed the whole series of that and loved it. Loved the end. Loved the characters, how they flash back forth to see who was going after one another. Because you had Ellie, she was going after the one daughter because she killed her dad. It was just
there's a lot of controversy about the story of that too. But I fell in love with the concept of course, being a storyteller, by trade. It's just like I love that the idea of showing both sides because there's so much to see. But everybody's got a lot of deep seated opinions on the way that transpired. But
right. We got a little dirty. We'll clean it up in a minute. We're almost done. Pawpaw almost done here. So she's hanging heavy with me. So we're going to next segment here to wrap up the show. It is what's on stream. And so what I hear is this guy saying, row the boat, what's on the stream. So I'm going to do my action here. And so that was my action. So there, what's on stream.
Get the other side. Get the other side.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Rowing the boat.
So we got a fun movie. Hold up here. Oh, what's on stream? I'm dealing with this graphics here. And one of my favorite actresses, Tiffany Haddish, is in this movie. She's the main character. She is a detective of a movie called The After Party.
After Party. Tell me. We're going to see trailer. Sweet.
There we go. So it is a college friends, high school friends reunion, and one of their friends gets killed during the party.
Is this a whodunit?
Yes, it's basically a whodunit here on Apple TV, and you have some of these friends. You got your high school friends that you knew very well. There was your best friends.
Maybe
you have
like Knives Out, like
shout out to Knives Out. If no one's ever seen Knives Out,
it's a series though. It's not a TV show.
It's
not
a
movie. It's a series. So you got episodes. So episode 4 will be out this Friday. It's been out for a couple weeks.
I love that guy. What's his name?
There you go. Tiffany Haddish,
Parks and Rec.
You got Dave Franco is the character who is unfortunate, loses his life during that. So it's so each episode so far, I watched the first 2 episodes. It's a recount of everybody's story, what led to the death of their classmate. So that's the fun part. So you got people, just think about back to your high school friends and how they would get creative in their storytelling, And then, so it's Tiffany Haddish interviewing everybody, saying, "Hey, what was your take on the night before the death happened?" And so people go into this elaborate story of saying, "Oh, I was doing this. I saw my ex-girlfriend from high school, and I was trying to talk to her, and then boom, 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 this that." So she's sitting there like, "Really?" And so with her comedic background, it's obviously funny. She does she puts her little touch on it, and Dave Franco and some of the other characters you saw there on the screen. It is a good show. So I say check it out as my recommendation from also games, Dying Light 2, Stay Human, and then on stream right now. If you have Apple TV Plus, watch After Party. It's 1 week episode. So it's 4 episodes up, or 3 up now. Next one's on Friday. Check it out on stream here and enjoy it. What about you guys? What's something you guys watching on
So
stream
for
right
me,
now?
recently I just finished the last season of The Expanse.
On Apple Plus. It's on Apple Plus.
Yeah, and it's through Amazon Prime as the creators of it now, because it was on was it Netflix? No, Sci-Fi, and then
Sci-Fi.
Prime took it. So I've really been enjoying that. I love the a little bit more of a quote
put it
unquote
down.
realistic view on future space travel within our within a near future, instead of creating a bunch of whatever. Anyways, I really like the way that it approaches space travel. Plus, it's got a great story. Also, coming up tomorrow starts Raised by Wolves on HBO.
That show looks insane.
Yeah, I watched the first season. It's pretty awesome.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start that. So really looking forward to Raised by Wolves.
And we have Tippy.
I'm
Halo series.
Halo soon too.
Halo series Paramount. I think that starts in March.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that.
And then Lord of the Rings later on in the year.
Dude,
really?
Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings?
The Rings of Power. Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Amazon Prime, they did a teaser.
Yeah, we'll be getting food in a minute, baby.
You have to Google it. The teaser trailer. It was
wait,
no
you haven't
CG.
heard?
It was done all.
I didn't know. That's new. Oh, wow.
Type in Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, man.
Dope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out once we get off stream here, and I gotta feed a 2-year-old, so she's getting hungry.
Cool.
I will check that out. But you got Paramount.
Yeah.
That's Halo series.
Yep.
We got After Party on there.
I'm watching. I'm about to start True Detective.
Okay.
That's good on HBO
with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey.
I watched the first season. I watched that season.
I watched the first season too. I'm about to watch it with a buddy of mine. He's never seen it, and we just finished Mindhunter, which is incredible on Netflix.
Okay, Mindhunter. I've seen the preview for that.
A little late for that, but of course, Arcane.
Right.
Yes,
I
talked
haven't seen
about that a
that,
couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I talked about Arcane a couple weeks ago.
Well done.
I like the show. Artwork graphics are pretty good. Really,
yeah, because they didn't hold. I mean, I think a lot of game-related content. So we'll see what happens with Halo. Hopefully that they hold on too much into the game world. I think like trying to I don't know, make it too much like the video game.
Yeah,
right.
And
Arcane did Easter eggs.
Exactly.
So I have high
Did
hopes
they?
for Halo, though.
Oh yeah, man, you have no idea.
I gotta watch. Well, I don't know
The
League
amount
of Legends like you.
in Arcane was unreal.
Yeah, looking into try lore theory and everything. He's showing me stuff like
you
that.
got to Aaron. You got to text me the Easter eggs because I don't know League of Legends like you do.
Yeah,
so you got to let me know.
Okay, I'll just give you an idea.
A taste of it.
When they first go into that pawn shop, almost all those items are like discontinued items from the game, from like season 1, season 2. That was the Heart of Gold that was in there, man. They had so much stuff in there.
And you were showing me even like possible lore stuff when it came to a lot of the voices. Their one-liners from the past. Just trying to put things together.
Just absolutely incredible stuff, man.
That's easy breezy for them to do that.
It's been unreal because they've had these voice lines. They redid certain voice lines like 5 years ago to match
for
Arcane.
This. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's just
that's pretty dope.
It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's good storytelling.
So well done.
And that's one of the things. Like the secret behind Arcane is that I believe, and I don't know who has quoted it, but it's like they just allowed the artists to make it. It's like there's so many times when you watch things like the movies that made us streaming on Netflix.
I watched that.
That's why it's like even though I'd rather be on a movie, there's so much bureaucracy and having to deal with producers and the distributor and the studios that you have to fight for the artistic integrity because of money. And that's the really crappy thing. So when you can get the money out of the way and you can just work on the artistic integrity to really create something special.
Right. And that's that's hard. The companies want they want to get their cut. They want to get their cut. So so I'm gonna end the show right there. This has been a great show for you guys to come on. Thank you for all the information. I mean, but just to say the headline of what I was going to talk about for quick hitting news bites, look it up. It's on Kotaku. I've got a 2-year-old that's trying to overwhelm me right now, like a zombie horde trying to take
She's reached her limit. So
I'm gonna just say check out on Kotaku and on Game Biz or Game Industry Biz is the Sony buys Bungie. Check that article out. It's some fun things going on. Another company's been bought. So I gotta go here because I'm getting demanded right now by a 2-year-old. So I want to say, Sean, Aaron, man, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having us on. It's been awesome. A lot of fun.
Yep, everybody check them out on their website.
Yep,
on
EdgeVR
Twitter.
Arcade and
Yeah,
Edge
I got all
Gamers
that.
Lounge. You can find us on Facebook or just Google us Edge Gamers Lounge and EdgeVR Arcade.
There we go.
All right.
I gotta go.
All right, man.
All right. Thank you all.
Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday hump day and see you guys soon.
All
All
right,
right,
we'll
sounds
see you.
good.
Yep. Yep.
Bye, everybody.
Right. We going.